Hello, ACMi viewers. Welcome back this week to another edition of the Ponder Scope, where we have yet another exclusive Ponder Scope interview. Today, I am joined by Gayatri, the founder of the Ponder Scope, with over 100 recorded episodes, and now a student at Boston University. Gayatri, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for having me on.
I thought we could start with how you founded the Ponder Scope and kind of came up with the idea back in high school.
And I started it because there's so many different news sources in AHS, so many different things going on that, like, if you really want to know what the important events are, it's really hard to keep a grasp of that. And so the Ponder Scope was this 90-second update every week where you could kind of listen to and get a whole kind of expanse of everything from sports to notices or assignments that you need to turn in.
So now, as a second-year college student now, how is your everyday life being affected by quarantine, and how have you been keeping yourself occupied?
I think that there is a lot to be gained from, adapting to a situation like this. And I think it really puts pressure on the individual to say, like, what is college for me? And what do I want to get out of this time? Because ultimately, it's still like 6 months of your life. And I think that saying because the whole world has slowed down a little bit and we're dealing with challenges as a community, that doesn't mean that we just can't do anything useful. So I think this puts a little bit more pressure and more, it gives us more opportunities to really think about, like, what do I want to do with my time? And how am I going to seek out those resources to do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So finally, I know that a lot of juniors, such as myself, and other students are feeling extra nervous kind of moving into the college process this year during this unprecedented time. Do you have any words of wisdom for us as AHS students preparing for college?
What I would say is the college application process is a rough one. And I think it's going to be a little bit even more challenging now that the COVID situation is happening. I would say hang in there. Realize that the choice of college and where you go is really not the determining factor in your experience at all. And when you go see colleges, now it's going to be virtually, you're going to see the clubs, and you're going to have a little bit of a different experience viewing them. But just be aware that the other people around you are going to be the ones who really push you to have the best experience, the programs that are offered, what type of communities they have. The education you're going to get is going to be pretty much great wherever you go. And that's just because we are in the privilege of, kind of being in a place like this and where the society is right now. It's really what you want to gain from that experience and how you want to develop. So I would say look really deeply into the programs. And the name of the college doesn't necessarily mean your experience is going to be good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say this is a time when a lot of people get competitive and alienate each other within friend groups. So, try to stay away from that as much as possible, because you're going to miss your friends when you go off to college and you're all in your different places.
Thank you so much, Gayatri, for dropping by briefly to answer a few questions and giving the viewers and myself perspective into how college students have really been affected during this time. And thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks, Sagar. And also thank you so much for continuing on the Ponder Scope. I mean, I love kind of seeing you guys continuing it on now. And also I really hope to see it move forward into the future.